Welcome to Managing Up My Collegial Partner. My name is Jaime Gonzalez. We begin this presentation with Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Number 1 is to be proactive. Number 2, begin with the end in mind. 3, put first things first. 4, think win-win. 5, seek first to understand and to be understood. 6, synergize. And number 7 is to sharpen the saw. For the past 7 weeks, we've been asked to not only apply these habits to ourselves, but also observe someone else and work with a partner and see how they apply those in and outside of the classroom, those same 7 habits. So it was a really awesome experience to see that firsthand as well. And that person that I worked with is Nona Richard. And based on getting to know her, based on her blog entries and, writing about her experiences, I noticed that she is a professional, in and outside of the classroom. She cares about the kids, genuinely does. She is organized. She is committed. She's authentic. She is health conscious. She cares about her energy, so she does as much as she can to be balanced mentally and physically. She is a teacher in and outside of the classroom. She seeks to be balanced in all areas and all quadrants of her life. She sets high expectations for herself and also for her students. She is led by purpose, by something greater than herself, and she's a person that you can trust. So you're definitely in good hands with her. Our first habit that we studied is called to be proactive. And one quote that stood out for me that she wrote was, "I can choose how I want to view challenges in my life, as unfair roadblocks prohibiting me from realizing the person I want to be, or as opportunities for growth and change so that I may help more people." So as you can see, that authenticity about caring for others is there. And that's the number one thing in her professional and personal life, is caring for others and working hard for others. She is not a victim. She uses a lot of words like "I can" instead of "I can't," "I will" instead of "I won't." So her language matches her actions. She understands that those words, those powerful words, gives power back into our lives. So she is committed to that. The next one is to begin with the end in mind. In her personal life, she applied it to set personal goals and achieve them through responsible actions. She is committed to making consistent improvements through constantly analyzing herself. In her professional life, she's organized in the classroom, starts with assessments, and aligns her teaching based on that. So she has a goal in mind, what standards she wants to hit, assesses them, and then guides her instruction based on that. So those are really great attributes for now in the classroom and as a future leader as well. So our next habit is put first things first. These are basically prioritizing our time. As teachers, we know we don't have a lot of time, so we have to be really great at putting first things first. In her personal life, she seeks balance in all quadrants: health and exercise, relationships with friends and family. There's an importance on rest. She understands the importance of not overworking herself and getting some rest so she could be energized for the next day. Um, in her professional life, she knows when she's doing too much and gives herself the room to delegate instead of taking on just for the sake of taking on. She's committed to education beyond the classroom. She serves various committees, such as the community project that showcases student art, coach of the Lego robotics program, chair of the cross-age mentorship program between elementary, middle, and local high schools. Our next habit is think win-win. In her personal and professional life, she is not afraid to make choices and step out of her comfort zone. She has made difficult decisions in the past, such as moving from second to third grade. Second grade was something that was comfortable for her, but she sought a win-win solution and moved up to third grade. Our next habit is to seek first to understand, then to be understood. She has high expectations, listens from the scope of a leader. She appreciates people's time and sets time for independent meetings if needed. She is committed to giving people her full attention. She asks questions before giving her beliefs or opinion on something. The next habit is synergize. She believes that two heads are better than one. She embraces collaboration. She loves working with others and learning from others. She learns by observing, not only by talking, but also observing other teachers and see how great they are at their craft. She has developed an understanding of utilizing the gifts and skills others possess to make the team stronger and more effective. And our final habit is sharpening the saw. As you can see, there's four quadrants there: physical, emotional, and social, spiritual, and mental. In her physical, she believes in physical fitness, as we talked about earlier. In spiritual, she believes and lives with her life with purpose, creates a strong foundation for her. There's no matter what happens, it's always for the greater good. Her mental, sharpening the saw in regards to her mental is she's committed to mental growth. She wants to read more and dive more into books so she could also exercise that muscle as well. Social emotional, she first, I need to ask the other person if she is willing to find a win-win solution. She seeks to understand from the perspective of the other person, and she wants to maximize a resolution by acting together and not just making a decision to make a decision. She really wants to work with other people. I thank you so much for listening to my presentation on Nona Richard. And like I said before, you are in good hands with her.